My name is Johnny. I'm SOUTHWORKS CTO. We are a system integration company. We do a lot of work in the cloud. We do a lot of work on multi-cloud and cloud migrations. And I think there is no better timing than the KubeCon to share a little bit more about our experience, what have been happening in the field, and engage on this conversation. So that's me. I'm Johnny, and SOUTHWORKS is I would call it a technology partner. I don't like the SI term, right? Mostly because our customers are technology companies. So we work a lot with startups. We work a lot with ISVs and companies that already have a lot of engineering horsepower, and they know what they are doing. So we are there to help them go faster. We are there to level up their skills and get them where they want to go, and then move on. So the idea of today is to share a little bit more about what we've been doing on the multi-cloud and the scenarios for cloud migrations and things that have happened since we joined the Cloud Native Computing Foundation and we got involved with that technologies, and bringing in some of the real experience from the field and share with you. So what we are seeing as trends is this hybrid cloud, right? 10 years ago, when the cloud was starting, everybody was like, pick your vendor and everything will be fine. And we thought it would be, right? So a lot of companies invested a lot on learning the ways of AWS and Azure and GCP and whatever. And what they are finding out is that just one won't do. Maybe because of their customers are in another cloud, maybe because of regulation, security, service availability, and those sort of things. We are seeing a lot of pressure on the AI, like optimize the workloads for me and help me deal with this mess. We are seeing more and more data residency requests, like, hey, we need this to run in Germany, and we need this within Europe, and we need this in the US, and we need this in Brazil, and those sort of things. And we are seeing a lot of use cases for edge computing, right? Like whether it's processing or reducing latency or getting there closer to the edge where the customers are. It's something that we are seeing as a trend. What we've been hearing as customer needs, and this is interesting, and I have a slide on that later, it's that those needs and benefits create like a virtuous circle. It's not just like I want this and I need to pay the price of what I've done because I have this problem. It creates that since I simplify my management, I can get a simpler workload to manage, which reduce my cost and creates a whole virtuous circle when it comes to dealing with the cloud. We are seeing a lot of efficiency, like looking for efficiency and trimming and making sure that they are only running what they need to run. And of course, security compliance, it's the never-ending discussion. So I will bring a couple of real-world examples to show how we've been using these technologies to address some of these challenges and the upside and the stories about these customers. As usual, like I love questions, and let's get started. So as I was saying, like this, modernize, migrate, multi-cloud strategy, it's creating a virtuous circle, because what we perceive as the benefits, like the cost reduction or better performance or better or different revenue streams, or even a more modern and robust infrastructure and those sort of things, are what they ask, but what they get, no side effects, right? So meaning that when I talk with most of these companies, they have already gone through like, hey, from on-prem to cloud, or from this stack to that other stack, and those sort of things. And it usually was painful. And we get a lot of like, hey, I invested a lot on training my people to understand Amazon. Why would I go to Azure? Well, my customers are pushing me to go to Azure, and those sort of things. So we see this, and the end result of working on these multi-cloud scenarios, and even some of which resulted in full-fledged migrations or hybrid scenarios as really valuable for them. And again, right, like it's not we have done this, but we have these problems. It's usually like this is what we were after, and this is what we got. So I brought a couple of examples that we will dig a little bit deeper as we go through, but from doing a cloud to cloud migration to changing the business model in terms of like we are used to selling to customers like licenses and hosting the service for them and operating on their subscriptions or and turning that into a SaaS offering and migrating a huge diverse infrastructure that wasn't only on AWS but also on co-located providers in different regions in multiple places into one umbrella. So